Alright, hi. So, this video is dedicated to a question I got from Dennis. I'll put the comment up on the screen. He was asking about how we could pitch some kicks. So, yeah, I dragged two kicks into FL. One that I got from the cool guy that I featured as an inspiration on my channel page. Go check him. Very cool. And another one I just have it from a Soundfreq. So they sound like this, and then there's multiple methods that you can pitch the kicks in. First, I'll do the normal FL way, at least E3 mono or something like that. So I'll take this kick and just take the punch. I'll duplicate the kick, and I have two, and I'll separate that to the tail too. Out like this. I'm very awkward now, and it's like 9 p.m. So yeah, then it sounds normal. Then you could use multiple methods here, but some sound a little bit bad. Like if I take E2 transient, it sounds like quite amount of shit. So, or more old, I'd say. E2 generic works decent, I'd say. Mostly mono's the best choice you should take for this. Although it might sound a little bit weird. For this kick in specific, I'd prefer using E3 generic. And then try pitch it up a little more too. And you can pitch it down. Although down sounds a little bit weirder. That's one kick that at least works decently with pitching with FL's default. I haven't tested these except for this one. I have not tested this one with pitching in the FL way. We could always just try it now. Take the tail, punch. A little bit of bleeding. Then just I'll decrease the volume a little bit, maybe just to. And I'll try, for example, generic. Might not specifically good at this one. Maybe mono. A little bit weird. So from this, I'd say you could get that this kick in particular doesn't pitch very well with FL's default. Some kicks just don't pitch well at all. That just depends on the kick. So could then remove this just to not have it there. And then this kick at least pitches decently with FL. FL's integrated. Now we have the second method, which is using Kontakt. Initially, the sampler does cost some money, I guess. But I just used the free trial and then bounce out the kick later. So you have this here, then you can open a folder on the side where you just take your kick. I'll use an F in this case because it's the normal one. I'll drag in two of those. Mute one of them for now, I guess, or just leave it be. We go to the first one, turn off tracking, take the MIDI here, port A from host 1. Doesn't make much of a difference yet. You'll take the decay and the sustain down. A little bit awkward as usual. You'll take the hold to like 100. 110 something. You're still with like 100. A little bit of. No, you can't take release. Decay maybe. 5 MS. You have that. The punch. Which plays the same whatever key I press on my keyboard. Then you can take the other one. I just switch down here in the instrument navigator. Then you have tracking on that one. You'll first take them. You can't hear it yet. So you have to take the MIDI default to port A from host 1. Then both of the things play at the same time. Pitching doesn't sound great yet. Try Time Machine 2. Also be aware still, some kicks might not sound best in these pitching methods. All sound the same. To put there you go. So now I'm playing in F, the normal one, then F sharp, G sharp, B, and a higher E, and then a lower E, for example. This one pitches pretty decently, I'd say. Then, if you don't have the full version of this, you could always just go into pattern, take the pitch you want, or just take multiple pitches in a row. I have that pitch there now. Then I'll go here and just drag it in Edison. Record this. Take the kick in there, normalize it. And then usually I prefer just removing the time off, where I cut out the silent part in the start and some of the end. Just have it to punch immediately. And you have that. Pitch and the kick pitched up to an A. You can now listen to the differences between the FL pitching and the Kontakt pitching. Never mind. Let's see. Right, so that was that kick in there. And you can always just add another Kontakt and try another kick, because they sound different as usual. You just drag that kick in. 1 and 2. And you have this here. Sounds the same basically. Put the right note. There we go. Then you'll do basically the exact same thing as before. Off of tracking, MIDI port A from host to 1. Go down here, curve, hold in like 100. Put the decay to like 5. Sustain all the way down with the release. Separate punch, attack, 5, release down, and up here, leave the tracking on, Time Machine 2, from A to host 1. Sounds pretty decent. Then you could do the exact same thing as with the previous one with that one. Pull the pitch you want in here. Go to Edison, delete the previous one from there. Record the new one. Remove the little click that might get added. Meanwhile, sometimes that happens when the note stops playing. Gets a little bit annoying, I guess, but it's quite simple to remove. You have this. And you can always just save the different pitches for you to use later. So there you have it, Dennis. I will now go chill, I guess. See you later. Probably, I don't know.